Until a decade ago, the price of gold was set by 5 bankers in a single room in London. They met twice a day at the offices of Rothschild and Sons every business day for almost a century. And when they agreed on a price, that was the price. The 5 banks represented in that room were also trading gold for their own accounts. You can imagine the conflict of interest there.
The reason I'm telling you all this is because I'm playing both sides so that I always come out on top.
This was called the London Gold Fix, and for 96 years, most people had no idea it even existed. When regulators took a closer look in the mid-2010s, the fallout was significant.
U.S. regulators, it turns out, are examining whether gold prices are being manipulated in London.
Deutsche Bank paid $60 million to settle claims related to its role in the fix. Barclays was fined £26 million. UBS, HSBC, Bank of Nova Scotia, and Societe Generale also settled cases for tens of millions of dollars. That room in London is gone now. What replaced it is more regulated and more complicated. So the question is worth asking: who sets the price of gold now? We'll get into everything you should know, but really quickly, please consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel. So what replaced the London Gold Fix? We've talked before about the LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association.
We are the standard-setting organization that defines how precious metals are refined as well as traded around the world.
It sat at the center of the wholesale physical gold market since the late 1600s. And in 2015, after the gold fix scandal, the old smoke-filled room was finally replaced with an electronic system that follows the LBMA's benchmarks. The new system brought us real-time public visibility, an audit trail, and regulatory oversight from the Financial Conduct Authority. The LBMA doesn't control the number you see when you Google gold's price or pull up your trading app, but it provides the benchmark that the rest of the world prices off. And it has a massive vault beneath the Bank of England that holds physical gold and silver on behalf of central banks and international institutions.
We're not just doing this for money. We're doing it for a load of money.
The real-time price action actually happens in New York at COMEX. COMEX runs the world's most active gold futures market. It's primarily a paper gold market that settles trades in cash, and it dominates short-term price discovery. Under normal conditions, the spread between COMEX futures and LBMA spot is less than $4 an ounce, kept tight by constant trading between the two markets. But in periods of stress, that spread can blow out dramatically. Early 2026 saw exactly that, physical demand surging while paper markets tried to keep up. So the new system that determines gold's price is a far cry from that room in the Rothschild's offices. It's more transparent, more regulated. But what the system can't fully control is the tension between the paper price and the physical reality underneath it. And when you're deciding what kind of gold you should own, it might pay to understand that difference.